right, everybody, here we are back at it again in our Black Sabbath album review series. And, man, these guys were just pumping out albums back in the day because, we covered their first two, the Self-Titled and Paranoid, that both came out in the same year, 1970. And, of course, tonight we're talking about their third album that came out just a year later, 1971's Master of Reality. Really kind of simplistic art there, and it's kind of hard to see when it's in the sleeve, but it's fully embossed there where you can kind of see it. It says Master of Reality there, so I really do dig this cover. It's kind of become an iconic Sabbath logo. But yeah, of course we got the same lineup here. You have the same lineup for all through the 70s pretty much here for Sabbath. So yeah, we'll just dive right on in with you open up with this coughing going on, and you're like, what the hell? But the song's called Sweet Leaf, and, it's about the old Sweet Leaf. The guys were smoking it up, a lot of pot back then, of course, so they were going right about it. And, man, such a great song, though. It's a classic. I love the lyrics are pretty funny. Like, when I first met you, I didn't realize I can't forget you or you're surprised. You introduced me to my mind. Like, that's funny stuff, from the guys. And Ozzy, just great vocals, super heavy riff coming off this thing. The production for, like, the majority of these 70s Sabbath albums is pretty similar, kind of raw sounding, which is perfectly fine. But I will say this one is amped up a little bit more than the previous two. A lot heavier guitar riffs throughout this thing too, from Tony Iommi, and that Sweet Leaf's just one of them right off the bat. But yeah, absolutely love it. What just an incredible Sabbath opener. That's how you open it up. The funny cough, and then leads into a great track. Then we go to track number 2, After Forever, and man, that's another really cool one too. Really dark lyrics, kind of talking about mortality and what happens after death. A little bit of a faster kind of riff to this one. That's kind of a faster pace. Really do like it. Less bluesy and more just to the point. Great song. In fact, I kind of forgot how much I did like that song off here. But yeah, just another really cool and kind of a lengthier one on this album. Then we go into the instrumental little interlude here, Embryo, which there are two of these little interludes on here. One on side 1 being Embryo, and then another one on side 2 that we'll talk about. They're both really cool, kind of pretty little acoustic, woodsy sounding little guitar, playing from Tony. So it's really cool. They flow well in the album. But Embryo leads into one of just, man, still to this day, one of just the heaviest damn tracks these guys ever wrote. Children of the Grave. Probably my favorite off here. I mean, damn. That riff is just, it's chunky and heavy. And, oh, man. And just the lyrics, again, really dark stuff. Talking about, children of the grave. Come on, man. Like, it's just super dark stuff on this album. I'd probably even say this maybe matches the darkness. This is kind of like, come to think of it, it's kind of like Paranoid in the first album, Fuse. It really has that same dark, lyrical content, which, not that Paranoid doesn't, but the first record definitely takes the cake over Paranoid as far as darker lyrics go. And this one really is a good combination between, the kind of Paranoid style songwriting mixed in with the kind of darker lyrical themes of the first record. But yeah, Children of the Grave is a Sabbath classic for a reason. It's probably my favorite damn song off here. Absolutely love it. And then we get the side 2, and we get that other little instrumental here, Orchid, which is another really pretty, just a little acoustic thing they got going. Again, just real woodsy sounding. That really flows nicely in the album. They're like a minute long, if not less. So then we get to, oh man, this one is probably my second favorite, if not my favorite. We're talking about Lord of this World. Another just kick-ass track that's just heavy as all get out. And I love the breakdown that leads directly into the chorus from this. And Ozzy's vocals, he's just slaying it real early on. You know, people, not to say the Ozzy, I kind of touched on this a little bit in, I think, either the Paranoid review or the first one, but, you know, Ozzy's range back in the 70s was just, it was really damn good. People who have just heard his solo career, which he does great singing on that too, you know, but he does utilize more vocal tricks and such, like layering and all that. But man, he had a hell of a range back in the day, and this is a prime example. This track is Lord of This World. It's just, damn, more dark tracks. You know, Lord of This World, He's Your Confessor. I mean, damn, love it. Then we get the kind of Planet Caravan-esque track on here. Sorry, been a little under the weather here, but we're powering through. But Solitude, man, that one, it's kind of got that same kind of dark, eerie, but yet really calm and relaxing, chill, and ambient feel that Planet Caravan goes for, but in my opinion, even better, because you get Tony Iommi just shows his virtuosity and his, you know, ability to play other instruments. He's playing the soft flute on here. Ozzy does just some deeper, calming vocals, which is, you know, he's normally kind of going at it, you know, hitting higher notes, but man, I didn't even know it was Ozzy until, like, I had to do a double take. I always figured it was. Well, really, I used to think it was Geezer, but then I was like, oh, that's Ozzy. But before this review, I did a double take. I was like, I just want to make sure. And sure enough, it's him, you know. Again, showing that he can change up his vocal style a little bit. So, Solitude is just one of the prettiest Sabbath songs out there that they ever recorded. I love it. Really, really kind of a sad tale, too, you know. The world is a lonely place. You're on your own. I mean, I've been quoting more lyrics because they're actually all on the back of the songs here. On the back of this record, so pretty cool. Then we close it off with just such another heavy, packed, just, riffer, Into the Void, another Sabbath classic. This album is known as, like, this is very likely their heaviest 70s record. I mean, it's kind of debatable between a couple, but damn. This thing, with tracks like Into the Void, Lord of This World, and Children of the Grave, not to say that Sweet Leaf and After Forever aren't heavy too, but those three in particular, I mean, damn, that's just heavy stuff, man. And that Into the Void riff, these are just super fun riffs to play, and, you know, just iconic. Tony Iommi is known as like a freaking riff master. It's like he just pulls them out of his ass out of nowhere, and then, you know, and he's done it for decades. You know, and this album just shows more of those iconic riffs. But anyways, guys, yeah, absolute masterpiece of an album. Yet again, these guys just, Sabbath continue to evolve, and, you know, which really, a lot of these bands, especially with the lengthier discographies that we've covered on here, you really see their evolution. But man, oh man, we're really going to see it with Sabbath as we get going, especially once we enter into different decades with them. But we're still early on. We've only conquered 3 of them, and next time, of course, we'll be looking at the awesome 4th album, Volume 4. I was about to say Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath for some reason, but yeah. Next time, we'll be taking a peek at their coked up experience, Black Sabbath's Volume 4. So stay tuned for that, and I'd love to hear everybody's thoughts and maybe cool memories and stuff you've had with this thing. So stay tuned, like, subscribe, comment, guys. Thanks.